Hi everyone. In this video, I will be explaining PSS Lab third experiment. The third experiment is power angle curve. So this power angle curve experiment will be programmed using MATLAB software, and in this video, I will be showing how to run the MATLAB program and also a brief explanation about the program. So now already the software has been installed, MATLAB. See here, MATLAB shortcut has been created, and you have to double click that. As you all know, you have studied in the previous semester, and I will be opening the software, and here I typed the program. So as given in the manual, you can see the manual. You can see the manual here. This is the experiment number 3. So I will be explaining here for few minutes what is power angle curve. Power angle curve is a plot of variation of electrical power output with respect to torque angle. So that means I will show in paint how it is, how it can be drawn. So it is a plot of variation of the electrical power output with respect to the torque angle. So in the y-axis, I am writing the electrical power, and in y-axis electrical power, in x-axis delta. Delta is torque angle, that is the angular position of the rotor. So as you all know, so for a non-salient pole machine, it is like this. So the electrical power transfer will be maximum when delta value is 90 degree. So this has been implemented, and also the theory background of this as studied in power system analysis subject 1. So you see the manual. This is what the coding it's written by referring the theory of the power angle equation of a salient and non-salient pole synchronous machine. The program is written for drawing the power angle curve for salient and non-salient pole machine. So in a non-salient pole machine, as we know, direct and quadrature axis reactances are equal. So this is what the coding written for getting the power angle equation. From the power angle equation, one can plot the power angle curve. So here the field voltage, excitation EMF, regulation, power non means power output from the non-salient pole machine, that is EV into sin delta divided by XD. So here in a y-axis we are plotting the power output in 3 phase, that too in megawatts. Therefore the power whatever we have single phase power, that is converted into 3 phase, and you divide with 10 to the power of 6, that will be in megawatts. So we can plot this by using the MATLAB software. Plot is the built-in function we will use. Delta is x-axis delta, y-axis net power. So here x-axis you can label, that is delta in degrees. In y-axis we have 3 phase power in megawatts. So this is with respect to the non-salient pole synchronous machine. For a salient pole machine, we have different calculation to plot the power angle equation. So power angle equation for a salient pole machine is having 2 powers. One is useful power and the reluctance power. So the reluctance power is calculated using this formula, that is the straight formula, the direct formula. It is taken from the derivation of theory, that is v square into xd minus xq sin 2 delta divided by 2 times of xd xq. This is the derived equation, and the useful power is same, EV sin delta divided by xd. So as we did in non-salient pole, similarly we do the coding in salient pole machine, and we are getting the same power output in megawatts for a 3 phase, that is 3 times of the single phase power divided by 10 to the power of 6, and you are plotting 2 things. One is the reluctance power, x-axis remains same, so delta, then reluctance power, and in the same y-axis you are plotting one more plot, that is useful power. So this is how the graph it will look. This is for a salient pole machine. Okay, for a salient pole machine, this is what the plot. The red one is the useful power and the reluctance power, because the direct and quadrature axis there are 2 things, and For salient pole machine, you will get this plot. It is written non-salient pole. These are the outputs we get. Okay, and how to deal with this in the MATLAB program? What is the power input for the machine? Okay, that is P, and power factor, terminal voltage, direct and quadrature axis reactances. These are the inputs we will take, and the taken Vt value is in volts. We want to convert into kilovolts. That's why 10 to the power of 3 and divided by, that is V phase divided by root 3. So power factor angle you can find. Power factor cos pi is equal to 0.8. So power factor is cos inverse of 0.8. Cos inverse is nothing but A cos. So in a power triangle you will have this P, Q and S. Using that power triangle you can get Q is equal to P tan pi, and as we know the complex power S is equal to VI conjugate. So using that formula you will get I is equal to P minus JQ. So you are getting this in the respective units, and delta is varying from 0 to 180 degree in steps of 1 degree, and in calculation the delta value is in radians. Therefore we are converting that into radians, that is pi by 180. If you multiply you will get in radians, or 180 by pi if you do you will get in degrees. So these are the inputs for the said background theory, and see here 48 megawatts is the input power is given, power factor is 0.8, and line to line voltage 34.64. we are fed that in kilovolts, and if XD and XQ is 10, then the calculation is for non-salient pole, and for that the regulation is 36%. Suppose if you take salient pole machine, so same power input 0.8 power factor, and here XD and XQ are changing because direct and quadrature axis are different, because the poles are projected, thereby you will have more flux around the pole, and interpole region you will have less flux. Because of that the regulation is more. Actually regulation should be minimum, okay, as much as we can, but compared to the previous, that is 36, now it is 50. This is not efficient compared to the salient non-salient pole. Okay, so these are the two power angle curves. So I will show the simulation how we did using MATLAB software. The same coding is typed neatly, so everything without mistake it is typed. So once the first what we do, we will clear the command window. We will clear the command window. What do you do? Run the program. So it is asking power in megawatts. It is given in the manual. You can see it is given in the manual. Yeah, you can see in the manual it is neatly given what the input we have to give. 48, power factor is 0.8, 34.64. I like this XD and XQ. Whatever it is given, you type as it is, you will get the answer. Power in megawatts 48 megawatts, power factor is 0.8, type 0.8, and line to line voltage is 34.64, type as it is. So XD value 10 and XQ value also 10, that is for non-salient pole. So the regulation is 36% it came, and in few seconds you will see the power angle curve. See the power angle curve, it will be, yeah, it is plotted. See here, this is what the power angle curve. So in y axis you have 3-phase power in megawatts, and in x axis delta in degrees. So here the power is maximum at 90 degree. So as per the power angle equation it is drawn. So this is what they expected. In the next what we do, so we will run the same code for salient pole machine. So same power factor, same voltage, but XD value let us take, this is 13, and XD let us take 9. So 49. I changed a little bit. I am not remembering the exact what we have in the record, or the manual. So I taken slightly XD and XQ different value, that's why 47.9. And the plot you see, I will be enlarging this. Yeah, see here y axis same, power 3-phase power in megawatts, x axis also same, but along with the useful power the black color is there, no, that is reluctance power, because of the mismatch in direct and quadrature axis reactances. So this is what the program all about salient and non-salient pole synchronous machine. To type the program as it is in the manual, you will get the output. Okay, with this, I'll thank you for your